I would say one piece of advice for anybody going to the glass show, either for the first time or maybe for the second or third time, but you're kind of on the fence going, why do I need to go to the show? If there's any new products out there, I'd see it on the internet. I don't need to spend the money to fly there or get a hotel for something I can see on the internet. And I would say to you, every single year that we have gone to GlassBuild, we've walked away a better company because of it.
Agreed.
Whether it was meeting another glass company that's not exhibiting there and talking about how they do business in their area, and you just might pick up one little nugget, as Chris Voss would like to call a black swan, one little piece of information that could have a massive impact on the future of the business. That's happened literally every year.
Right, and I feel that a lot of our customers reach out to us because of the resources we have. And we may go and see new products, but more importantly, we see and meet some of the same people and new people. So we're always growing our Rolodex, if you will, if you want to go back in time here.
I love the Rolodex.
So it helps us expand the business because every time we develop a new relationship, there's somewhere else we have an opportunity.
Why don't you give everybody an example? And by the way, if you like what you're seeing here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the alert button. Can you give an example of something that was uncovered that you weren't anticipating when going to GlassBuild in the past that had a massive impact on the future of the business?
Yeah. Matter of fact, we just closed a deal today involving a product that
That's right.
The last time we went to Atlanta, there was a goal, personal goal that we had set, is we were going to find a particular item or product that was thermally broken for wine closets. So it was going to be a door system with a thermal break in it that we can use to enclose chilled wine enclosures.
And just so everybody knows, imagine a big channel that's going to house the glass, but instead of traditionally being one extruded piece of channel, there's a separation in the middle with a piece of hardened plastic or polycarbonate, something that it joins the two pieces, acting as a thermally broken. So if it's chilled on the inside and the metal starts conducting that cold air, it's not going to transform out to the outside and start sweating, which would cause moisture, which could ruin floors, and you see the problems here with water.
Right.
And so that's a thermally broken channel. And oh my God, that's 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Next month.
And we just sold a big job.
Big job.
Today with that.
So that was huge. And yeah, we went there with that in mind. We were able to locate a vendor. We met the sales rep face to face, which has a massive impact.
Of course it does.
Talking to somebody over the phone is one thing. Having interactions through social media is definitely a good thing. But talking to somebody face to face, it builds better collaboration. And there's a lot of people that they go to these shows, these vendors, they're in an office literally 364 days a year. They look forward to going to GlassBuild, and when they know there's other people that invested time to also go to GlassBuild, you automatically kind of have this bond. And I've seen where it's helped really push us to the front of the line on a lot of products in the past in areas that we're really not big players in, but we're players, but we're not big players, but we get treated like big players. And I really, truly believe in my heart that has everything to do with how we interacted with them face to face.
Yes, it's the personal relationships. They feel part of you, like they've known you forever.
Bryce had an interesting story that I'll share.
I don't want to hear it.
It's not X-rated. 2 years ago, or 1 year ago rather, out in Vegas, we were looking at some of the machinery, and there was a piece of machinery that we were looking to purchase. While speaking to the owner of that company there, another glass person came into the booth and was talking with another vendor, and while Bryce and this person were kind of waiting for answers, they started talking. And come to find out, this other person was just looking to buy a used piece of equipment. That vendor didn't have any. They're selling new equipment. We happened to have a used piece of equipment that he was looking for that we were actually looking to get rid of. So not only were we going there to actually purchase machinery, unbeknownst to us, he ended up selling a piece of machinery at the show, and we're not even exhibiting. So like those type of interactions are always in play there, but you have to be open-minded enough to look for them and be aware. You know, don't go there with a closed mind. Like a lot of people have things that they want to see, and you should see that, but you should keep an open mind to all the different possibilities that are at play. So it's not just spending money there. You can also sell things there. You can pick up new resources. I see Tom Whitaker there every time we go, and to me, he's like the godfather of the shower door industry. And every single time I talk talk to him, I take something away that either inspires me to maybe change the way we do a proposal. Or one thing that Tom Whitaker always gives me is like, Tom, what's a new vendor that's selling new handles or some real high-end hardware for trophy cases or something? And he'll spit out a name that I've never heard of, which is almost hard to believe at this point. And you go to it and you're like, fuck, this is the Tiffany & Co. of, architectural hardware. Every single year that I see him, he drops one of those.
Where do you think he gets all that knowledge?
Probably from somebody else at GlassBuild or within the organization. And again, those are the only times a year that we actually get to see each other. And I look forward to that. And there's many, many more. The Podium was an app.
Yeah. Let's run through that real quick.
Podium was massive, especially how long ago did we?
It was, it had to be 5 or 6 years ago.
Yeah, I bet it's every bit of 6 years ago.
And that was Doug got on
Yes, I actually didn't want anything to do with that because even though the modern day cell phone, smartphones were out, we hadn't really even cracked the nut of utilizing them to their fullest potential.
For those that don't know what Podium is an app that connects directly to Google, Yelp, any of the review sites. Facebook, I believe, as well. And it allows you, when you're done servicing a customer, it allows you to send them a text message with a link, and then it's one click, and they can go and leave you a review on any of those sites.
And the stars. And basically what it does is it takes the element of having to log in, remember your password. If you didn't remember a password, you got to hit forget password. You get an email, you got to reset it.
It takes away all the obstacles of them not doing it.
Yes, because most people, even though they say they do it in the heat of the moment, don't end up doing it because of all the nuances with it. And people are so apprehensive about giving their password. And so that Podium sends that text or allows us to send a text, 5-star review. And we ended up using that as a culture building opportunity within the organization because the installers get paid on these 5-star Google reviews. But it also helps with the company's SEO rating. And so the more active reviews, it shows Google that you're a relevant, legitimate company, and the more reviews you get, the better your standing is on the SEO. And of course, this is something we would have never even thought was an issue or a possibility if we weren't at GlassBuild. And they showed you real time there. We have, I believe, over 3,500 Google reviews company-wide.
That's profound.
I don't think that we would have had that without the Podium app. Now, since then, maybe there's other apps that do similar things, but that was the original one. And I actually believe we still use it to this day.
I believe Shower Door does, yes.
And they've added some other features to it. But that's another phenomenal pickup that we got there at GlassBuild. So again, going to GlassBuild with an open mind to acquire information, because there's an old adage that says information is power. And if you can acquire a lot of this information there, I think it'll better serve you, your team, and your business, for sure. Plus, it's a getaway. Everybody should walk away from the business just for a little bit to help recharge their batteries. I say this from someone who doesn't get away much, but if you're going to get away, here's an opportunity for someone like me, type A personality, to get away, but still be doing business. So it's like a 2-for-1. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, I agree. It's necessary to build these relationships. And so it allows you to kind of take a step back and see some different things, meet some different people, and grow some new relationships. And as we've just talked about, it grows the business. And
if you think that information was helpful, we encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And don't forget to smash that alert button. Smash that alert button.